Yo, it's your boy JAYROCK JAX, man. I'm with the Love brand at Plat Life Studios.
What's going on, world? It's your boy Kev Lyrics. It's a vibe, but it's definitely different.
What up, fam? It's your boy Love Marley. You already know the vibes.
And we here with my boy JAYROCK JAX. What's going on, my brother? How you
What up
been?
with y'all, man? How you doing, man? I can't complain.
Coolin',
Same old
man.
grind.
How's it feel? How's it feel? The success and all that? How's it going?
It feel like it's still a lot of work to be done, man. Feel me? We ain't never getting comfortable.
So where are you from? For the people that don't know.
From hard hitting New Britain, from
Okay,
CT. You know, I had a few of my roots coming up in Florida, Hollywood, Florida.
Okay.
That's next to Fort Lauderdale. In between Fort Lauderdale and Miami, I was out there for a little bit in my elementary years.
Okay.
And then I came back out here by like middle school, so I had a little bit of my foundation out there, but I was born and raised out here in New Britain, CT. Yes, sir.
So now that you back, right? It feels good.
Feel great to be home.
So how was it living in Florida though? I don't think I ever lived out there like that. Like I've been out there, but I don't know. How was it? Like you lived out there, you feel me?
I mean, it's the same thing as like vacation. For me, it's real hot. It's real hot. You feel me? It's a lot of vibes, pools. Feel me? Beaches.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? On a regular. But I was young at the same time, so like, you know, I didn't have the same aspect of when you know I'm a lot older now.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, probably like. I was young at the time, you know, this is my elementary years, so I didn't really understand, you know, what I had maybe at the same time.
Right.
But you know, it was definitely a vibe, and I like the fact that I was able to be down there at first and then come back over here, or be down there for some time before I came back over here. So I had the aspect while I grew up of knowing the difference between the two, you know. So like understanding that, you feel me? Like I was kind of like more fortunate down there. I was living in a you know, more suburban area,
Okay.
and things of that nature. So yeah, but it was definitely a vibe, man. It was different. You heard?
So do you feel if you still lived out there, you will be where you are right now?
I mean, I feel like everything happens for a reason. So I feel like if I was out there, it would have been for a reason. And if this was the same thing that I was pursuing, you know, music, then I feel like I would have been the, you know, same exact spot, if not further, or, you know, whatever the case may be, I would have been chasing the same thing, and I would have been making moves with it.
That's a fact. So transitioning from a place like that to coming to New Britain, the trenches. Yeah. How is it? How did that manifest in your music growing up?
Like I said, I was able to have both the aspects. So, you know, it definitely helped me shape my music today. I also had both my parents making music while I was growing up. So, you know, I was always listening to their music, you know, probably 80% of the time. So they definitely shaped a lot of my music too, and they came from the same background. So, you know, it definitely helped shape everything. You know, I feel like I said, everything happens for a reason, and you know, everything that's going on in your journey is a part of what makes you who you are. If that makes sense, you feel me?
No,
so,
that's based on a true story. So, how long have you been doing music for?
I want to say like 6-7 years now. Say like pursuing it like on a serious level, about 6-7 years now.
Okay, and so if you can say how long do you feel it took for your shit to start taking off?
See, this is the thing, like, for a lot of people, like, it's all a mindset thing. Like, yo, you feel me? Like, you could have like 1,000 views, and you could feel like your shit taking off something crazy. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And that's the thing. You're gonna keep attracting good things to you because you're always on a happier level. You feel me? You're looking at the glass half full. So I feel like at every level that I was at, you know, thus in my career, so far, I was always happy with all the goals I've reached. You feel me? Yeah, so I was, you feel me? Like never satisfied, but always happy with the goals I reached. And even like the very first song I ever dropped, was it was the 10 Toes Down challenge, that beat. And I did a remix to it, that 10 Toes Down challenge, and I did something in honor of my uncle who passed away. And that was the very first song I had ever dropped, and that hit like 2 million on SoundCloud. So like I was just like, yeah, like, I gotta go all in with this. Like, you feel me? Like I gotta go.
So coming off that, how does it feel to go viral? From somebody that's never been viral, how does it feel to hit those milestones in your career?
I mean, It's definitely a good feeling. You feel me? Like anytime you feel me, you're getting recognized for anything that you do. You know, it's a good feeling. It's a great feeling, especially when you put the time. You put feel me. You put the work in. You feel me? Um, it's an amazing feeling. But like I said, man, it's just I'm never satisfied. If anything, like I feel like I've worked so hard at this point in my career that like I feel like I'm more than I don't want to say deserving, but like I've worked for a lot of things. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
so, like I almost expect, you feel me, for me to be reaching certain milestones or from me doing certain things. You feel me with my music, in terms of like going viral and stuff like that. So like
Okay.
yeah.
So you going viral and being. Do you think that you're a little hard on yourself at times when it comes to your expectations, because you are doing great things, but you also like I keep hearing you say, you know what I mean, like I still got work to do, this and that. Do you think that's the reason why you are where you are today, because you're never satisfied with what you have going on at the moment?
Uh, I'd like to think so, because like I said, it's all a mindset thing. At the end of the day, from you gonna create your own reality, and you gonna set the bar, and you gonna set the limit for yourself. You feel me? If you satisfied, and I could be very satisfied at the point I'm at in my career right now. You feel me? But then I get stagnant. You feel me? And I'll be right here forever. You feel me? So like. I take a second to appreciate myself. You feel me? To congratulate myself for certain things I do. You feel me? Because you can't forget to do that. You gotta remember to live in the present moment. You feel me? Because that's important. It's a gift. It's the present moment. But at the same time, you feel me? I definitely keep my eyes. You feel me? Set on the bigger picture, and for the goals I'm trying to reach.
All right, so I see you a sneakerhead, man. What's your favorite retro Jordan? What's your favorite one? Let me see.
I say, I don't know, man. Like honestly, growing up, it was always different. Like I love the sixes at first. I really like 14s right now. Like I got a thing for 14s right now. Hold on.
Take a sip. Take a sip.
I had Kamo. But I say like my favorite probably be like 11s.
Okay.
You feel me? Some 11s.
Fine, 11s.
Yeah.
I heard it here. J-Rock like the 11s. You feel me? So y'all gonna get him some kicks. Make sure y'all get him the retro 11s. But look, your song intro. That's the song that's going crazy right now. Crazy. It went viral, like on TikTok, and it's almost at like 20K on the Blockwork freestyle joint.
Yeah, shout out to Blockwork. Shout out to Blockwork
That's crazy,
TV, man.
Bro, tell us about that. What was the process of you making that song right there?
The process of making that song.
Just the song, like that should sound like you just went in there and went crazy. Like, yo, I got some shit on my chest. I gotta speak. You feel what I'm saying?
I'll be honest. So first of all, I engineer all my music. You feel
Facts.
me?
That's a fact.
I engineer all my music. I create. You feel me? I produce a little bit, but in terms of all the songs that you've probably almost ever heard, I've engineered. You feel me? Mixed and mastered. You feel me? All those songs. And so with that being said, with that intro song, I literally had that sitting in the vault for at least a year, at least 6 months to a year before I even put a snippet out to it. You feel me? And I had like probably like the very first 12 bars, you feel me, down. I had the very first 12 bars in Pro Tools. Like I had recorded that, and you feel me, I had let it rock. You feel me, I had put it away. I remember coming back to the song one day, and I was in the studio with the guys. I came back to the song, and I put it on. And I also, like I said, I produced a little bit. So that beat, I also tweaked a few things to that beat. I got it the way I got it originally. Didn't sound like that. I put the that distortion in the beat before it actually dropped, which built up the anticipation. So like so yeah, so I had did that to the song, and then fucking my fault. I had lost my train of thought. What was I saying? I had lost my train of thought on that shit.
You was talking about how you was mixing the song, you put the distortion in the beat,
Yeah.
and then you just had it in the vault for.
Oh yeah, that right there. So I had this shit in the vault for mad long. So when I finally had when me and the guys had heard the song, you feel me, like we started going crazy. You feel me, like then I put the distortion in the beat, and then it was over from there. We was like, nah, we actually got something with this shit. So like I started recording the rest of the song. And then after that, we put out a snippet. The very first snippet we ever put out actually went viral as well. And this was like about a few years ago, because the song actually came out in 2021. The song originally came out in 2021 on a project I had called Rose Gold. And so you feel me, it went viral since then. You feel me, and then I feel like You feel me? We just didn't capitalize on the moment. You feel me? Like in terms of just pushing that one record, because we were pushing the whole album as a whole. Um, and so we're just taking more advantage of doing that now since it's resurfacing again.
That's a fact. So coming from a guy that's a marketer mainly, what do you feel that you could do better as you being an artist when it comes to marketing, and also because I listen to your music and I love that energy. A lot of people don't realize how important it is to bring that energy in your tracks. Every time you drop a music video or something, you're bringing an energy that is like it's contagious. You feel me? How do you? What do you do to get ready to come in the studio? Like, a lot of people don't know that you sleep, eat shit in the studio, bro.
Nah,
like,
for real.
how do you even
Absolutely.
manage working this hard?
I mean, it's a dope process, man. It's a dope journey and all, like I do live in the studio in a sense, because I have my own studio at the house, and so, once I started making music, I always told myself, you feel me, I want to have the power in my own hands to be able to, create it, shift my sound the way I want to shift it, create it the way I want to create it, be able to, craft myself. And so that's exactly what I did, and then I've just, even so now I'm still learning different ways to, engineer and certain things of that nature. But, before going to the studio, it's just all about the vibe. Whatever vibe I'm feeling, exactly how I'm going. I'm not a one type of sided artist. I don't feel like, I feel like I'm a very versatile artist. And so with that being said, I'm always just going off the exact vibe I'm feeling, you feel me, or what's going on in present time, whatever's going on in my life, you feel me. I'll just, go based off that whenever I go into the booth. And living inside the studio makes it just that much easier, because whenever I'm feeling that way, I can go right into the booth. You feel what I'm saying?
So, Jay, I got a question, random train of thought, right?
Hold up.
So if you ever looking at the time and you see the number 1111, what does that number mean to you?
It's definitely a very spiritual number for me. I actually named one of my albums 1111.
Wow.
And the reason for that is because it was just a very meaningful time in my life when my grandfather had passed away. And I just remembered the funeral was in Alabama, and I was coming up from up north, out of CT. And I remember when I boarded the flight, right before we took off, I remember taking a picture. That was when I got back, but when I took off, I was in the sky. I took a picture, and it was like on Snapchat. So I looked at the filter and I put like the time on it, and it was 11:11. And so I saved that, boom. And then I remember at the same time of the funeral, there was a moment of silence, and at the same time of the moment of silence, it was 11:11. So I kept that in my memory, boom. And then when I went back to CT, before I took off, I looked at the time again, and it was 11:11. So that it just meant a lot to me at that time period. You feel me, for everything I was going through, and I felt like my grandfather was kind of speaking to me in a sense, in a way. So I just it's definitely it's a very meaningful number for me. And if I ever see it, I automatically think of my grandfather.
That's fire. So JAYROCK JAX, right? That's your name.
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
knows that.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of your name? What's the meaning of the rock?
Pause.
Pause. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fine.
Don't listen. Pause. What's the
Nah,
meaning of the rock in your name? You feel me?
So I had when I was growing up, before I had left Florida, you feel me? My dad had gotten into some trouble with the state or whatever the case may be. And so with that being said, right before he had took off for some time, because once he took off for some time, that's actually when I came to Connecticut, or came back to Connecticut, let's say, because I was born in Connecticut, and I went off to Florida, and I came back to Connecticut to live out here with my mom, and I was living in Florida with my dad. So before he left, you feel me, we was in the back of the crib, and I remember in the back of the crib, like, the way it was set up in Florida in these neighborhoods, like, once you go to the back of your crib, you're like in an alleyway. You feel me? It's a whole alleyway where you got mad different cribs. You feel what I'm saying? And so we was just taking a walk, down the alleyway and just talking, because like he was trying to explain to me. I think I was like 11 at the time, and he was trying to explain to me like he's gonna be away for some time. You feel me? Without, you feel me, saying too much, or you feel me, like whatever the case may be, trying to just make me understand it to the best I could, or whatever the case may be, and just letting me know that he was gonna be away from some time. And so he just kind of said, like, we was walking down the alleyway, and there was two big ass stones. You feel me? Big two stones. You feel me? Just right next to each other. And he was like, "Hey, yo." he basically said like if we ever needed like meet up somewhere, if we ever got to like you feel me like set a destination point to feel me reach each other at whatever the case may be, it's gonna be right here. And you gonna call this Dad Rock and J Rock. And then you feel me, I just ran with that, you feel me. It might be corny to niggas, but I ran with that. And then
Real shit.
the Jax come from, that's my middle name. And so I just put that together, JAYROCK JAX, and then that's my name to this day.
It's fire.
Yeah,
So how does it feel being a Plat Life artist?
It feel good, man. You feel me? It's definitely a lot of great talented artists on the roster. I'll tell you that, man. Shout out to all the artists on the roster, man. Money West, Jay Sturdy, man. Kev Lyrics, everybody going crazy, man. Everybody doing their thing, man. It's definitely dope, man. It's a group of people that just want to see everybody win, man. You know, nobody in it for themselves, and we all pushing each other to reach our full potential, man. So it's definitely a dope experience, you know.
So being from CT, how does it feel being the biggest in CT right now with this music? I know a lot of people may not give you your flowers or this or that, but we all know numbers don't lie, bro. How does it feel being a person running with the flag at the moment?
Man, like I said, man, everything's a mindset thing, man. At the end of the day, you feel me? So like, I don't never get too big headed or nothing like that. You feel me? And if I'm being honest with you, I always had the utmost confidence in myself. So before anybody knew who I was, before anybody even knew who my name was, you feel me? I felt like I was the biggest thing. You feel me? Standing where I was. You feel me? So with that being said, like it's all in the head. At the end of the day, you feel me? You gonna create reality. You gonna set the bar for yourself. You gonna let yourself reach. You feel me? The heights that you trying to reach. You feel me? It's all up to you, and it's on your head. And you feel me? With that being said, you can't ever get too cocky with it. You feel me? You gotta you feel me? Stay humble. You feel me? Because the same way you feel me? You passing a lot of niggas coming up. You could be passing a lot of niggas coming right back down. So you feel me? Just yeah.
I got another question for you.
Yeah.
How does it feel selling out the Webster though? You sold out the Webster. That's crazy. That's not done. That's not done a lot. You feel what I'm saying? You sold out the Webster, no promo, no nothing, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Nah,
You gotta speak about that.
It was a dope experience, man. And shout out to my team, man. We all went hard pushing that right there. And Michi came out to DJ. Shout out to DJ Michi, just showing nothing but love, man. Since I locked in with him, just showing nothing but love. But it was definitely a dope experience, man. It was my first headliner, and it was the experience you could have wished for. You feel me? Had all my supporters out there, everybody going crazy, showing nothing but straight love. You feel me? For like a whole like hour and a half. You feel me? Just showing straight love, man. So it was a beautiful feeling, and it definitely motivated me just to keep pushing, man.
So JAYROCK JAX, I got a random question for you.
What you got, man?
It's a Thursday afternoon, and it's raining, right? What's your favorite thing to eat? What would you order from a Grubhub, Uber Eats, anything? What would you order?
Shit, man.
And it's raining though. Don't forget, and it's Thursday, so you can't forget that neither.
I've been fucking with Chinese lately.
Yeah,
Yo, coming up, I ain't really mess with Chinese because you
Yeah.
feel me? Like, you know what they be saying about the
Right,
Chinese. You know?
right.
Like, but nah, I've been messing with Chinese lately. Like, I've been getting like this is Chinese spot in Hartford.
Okay.
Next to the studio on Park and they like
I know you talking
yo
about.
yo
China House. I
they
think
a
so.
Chinese spot and like a Puerto Rican spot at the same
Yeah.
time. So they be serving both. So I be getting
heard
some
about that.
testones with the what's that chicken called? It probably orange chicken.
General Tso's chicken.
Yeah.
Or General Sesame
I
chicken?
think it's that right there. That red sauce, the red sauce.
Yeah. I think.
Spare ribs, no?
Nah, I think that's General Tso's chicken, bro.
I don't know, but that's what I get right there. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
That's
just
the
busting. That's
answer
just
to your
busting,
question. That's what I
busting.
get right there.
So he's getting that on a Thursday if it's raining in the afternoon. That's fire. For me, good eats.
That's a fact, man. So, curious, do you have any crazy high school stories or?
Crazy high school. So I got 1,000 crazy high school stories, but you feel me? I was an athlete in high school, so like.
Oh, okay.
Story of my life in high school was just football. Like I was that athlete. You feel me? Always trying to, you feel me? Just keep pushing, man. I was doing my thing. I was a cornerback, receiver. Once I hit senior year, I was playing both sides of the ball. But that was the thing I was pushing for right there. I was always just. Everybody knew me for football. It was like D1 bound. You feel me or nothing? Like that was my. I was a football head. You feel me? That was me in high school.
Do you think if you would have made it to the NFL, would you still make music?
I mean, if I had a passion for it, like the same way I grew to love it, I probably would, cause there'd be certain athletes that still dibble and dabble with the music, but it's tough to balance out, the two
Yeah.
lives. It's not impossible, but it's tough to balance that out. So.
So when it comes to football, do you think that gave you more of the characteristics to be where you are today? Like, say, for example, the self-discipline that you needed for you to work as hard as you do now. Do you think that football was a contribute to that?
100%, man. I feel like football itself and different sports that you play definitely uh, uh, contribute to real life, you feel me, situations, just in terms of discipline, you feel me, and just, of overcoming adversity. That was the biggest thing I learned, just overcoming adversity, you feel me. A lot of times, especially when you really love, a certain sport, you feel me, you might lose, you might shed some thug tears after that loss, you feel me, but sometimes you really gotta, like, understand, you feel me, like everything happens for a reason. You gotta take those L's sometimes to keep getting better, you feel me, and really understand how that feels to be a champion for real, you feel me, like, so.
So you transitioning from football to the music, huh? My son said, "Fuck it."
From the field to the studio.
Like,
you know what I'm
like,
saying?
you feel me? Like,
You
I
know
was
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
making music my junior year too. Like, you feel me? I was playing football 4 years, and I was making music my junior year. I just wasn't taking it serious until, like, you feel me, like, as soon as I graduated, probably like high school. Cause once I wasn't going, like, you feel me, like to the college I want to go to, or whatever the case may be, like, I was just going straight all in with music.
How do you feel the support's been since going viral on TikTok and before going viral and after going viral? How do you feel the support's been going? Yeah.
Man, first and foremost, shout out to my support system, cause, like, you feel me, they the realest on earth. They held me down since day one. You feel me? Like, this is the same. Like I said, this song's been out since 2021. You feel me? And they still pushing that shit. Like, that shit just like that shit just dropped. You feel me? So, like, but, like, that's the beauty of it though. You feel me? Like, shit can always resurface, and a lot of the biggest songs that you hear today, you feel me, the songs that, you feel me, like, resurface after, a few
Exactly.
months or even a
True.
few years, you feel me.
Yup.
So it's all about the way you're just pushing that shit, and also it's a time for everything. Sometimes it's just the time for that.
That's the
And
truth.
so, with that being said, shout out to my support system, because we still pushing right now with that.
So on another note, how's it working with Money West?
That's my brother, man. Money West, that's my brother. Like I said, shout out to all the Plat Life artists, man. Everybody doing their thing right now. Everybody pushing, man. Everybody got the same vision, just to, we trying to get to the same place, man. We got the same goals. So shout out to my boy, man. He working really hard. And I feel like anytime we hit the studio together, it's just magic, man. It's one of those vibes that, we come together and it's like everything's just a automatic hit.
That's a
You
fact.
know, that boy real talented, you feel me? So I love working with people like that, because just like you push my it's a competitive nature
Yeah.
always, you feel me, with this rap shit, you feel me? Like, that's the love of it, you feel me? If you really love the game, that's just how it is, you feel me? So, I love working with people that, are able to push me to,
Keep going,
keep
yeah.
going with this shit.
So when it comes to working in the studio, is there something that really motivates you to go in the studio after say you in a rut? I don't know if every artist has it. Say you in a rut, you don't really know what to do. You don't really want to go to the studio. Is there something that just pushes you to go out? You know what? I gotta go to the studio and make something. Like, how do you stay so consistent like you are at the moment?
Absolutely. I mean, I always try to, like, the one thing is, like, you can't force things. You definitely can't force things, but, like, when I'm not, like, you're not always gonna be in a vibe, you feel me, for certain things. I ain't gonna hold you. Most of the time I really am, because, like I said, I live in the studio, and that's just, like, I was just growing accustomed to just being my everyday, hobby type thing. But, some days you just not gonna be up to it, you feel me? Like, you just gonna not be feeling it. So with that being said, I feel like I be taking that time to actually cater to different things. In terms of, like, like, a lot of people don't know, but I edit a lot of my own content. Like, a lot of people be thinking that, you feel me, like, I have like, don't get me wrong, you feel me, my team's working really hard, and I got a great, engine behind me, but a lot of people would things like be thinking there's a lot of machinery behind me, and with this shit, but, like, a lot of the stuff you see, like, you could do a lot of shit on your own, you feel me, like, if you really
Or
push
a
your
lot
mind
of
to
shit
it,
you
feel
do
me?
is definitely on your own. I'm a witness to that.
You
I
feel what
see
I'm
you
saying?
do a lot of shit on your own.
You feel what
so-
I'm saying? So, like,
Yeah.
I just anytime I'm not feeling the mood to do something, I'll just take that same energy and channel it to, you feel me, do something else. You feel me? Like, I'll even dibble. Like I said, I produce a little bit. I'm not too. I wouldn't classify me as a producer. I'll say I'm a beat maker. You feel me? Like, I'll dibble and dabble with it. You feel me? But, like, whenever I'm not rapping, I'm not in the studio. I'll try to, channel my energy to that, and keep growing, growing my passion for it, whatever.
All right, J-Bro, I got another random question for you. If you could be any animal, what kind of animal would you be?
If I could be any animal, I'd probably be like a gorilla.
And why is that? Why is
I'll probably
that?
be like a gorilla just cause I know how to work everything. Cause I already know, you feel what's going on. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I'll probably
So,
be like gorilla.
and before we wrap up, man, anything you want to let your fans know, or any motivational advice you have for them trying to pursue a music career and get to the level you are today?
Man, listen, it don't matter if it's a music career or whatever career, man. Just like if you got a vision for something, just keep pushing, man. Just keep pushing at whatever you're doing, man. You the only person that's, setting boundaries on where you could be at in this lifetime. You feel what I'm saying? So just keep doing what you're doing.
That's a fact, bro. It's your boy Love Marley, man. Thank you, Jay Jax, man, for having us come to the studio. You feel me? And interview you. A lot of people don't realize how hard you work, bro. You feel me?
That, bro.
When we came to the studio, you was working. You was working, bro. We pulled up. You was working. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir.
it's your boy Love Marley.
And it's your boy Cav Lyrics.
It's your boy JAYROCK JAX, man. Shout out to y'all.
And we out. You know what I'm saying?